Yeah, there we go. Let me see what it do. What you call it? Let's see if it went live. Oh yeah, it went live. Let me share it. Hey, you share this shit. Oh, there you go. I need to put on here.
Yeah, definitely tag. You got your YouTube in there?
No, do I need to tag it in now?
Yeah, I'll probably tag your YouTube channel. Uh, I say check us out with the video and then just put your link at the bottom. That way they'll have somewhere to go when they hit.
No, that's how I go to share it, bitch. I used to have the share button. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna put that in now. Then put the YouTube in now.
Yeah, I just drop. I probably hit enter about 2 times and just drop it at the bottom.
All right. All right, we good.
We got action.
All right. Yo, had that shit. Shit sound good. Shit sound really good.
Oh yeah, we in there.
All right. Y'all, welcome to the New Normal podcast. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, y'all make sure y'all give me a follow. Tag everybody, share it. Today's topic we're gonna talk about what is it?
Dating the wrong women can make you the right man in the dating market.
Oh yeah. So this is not my topic today, so I'm gonna let Chris lead it off today.
Bet. All right, y'all. It's Chris, the Date Master. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube at the Date Master. We drop content daily, sometimes multiple times daily. We talk about dynamics between men and women, more so about male elevation, male correction, and male unity. So, what we're talking about is how dating the wrong women has its benefits if the man adheres and pays attention to his history of dating the wrong women. Because with dating the wrong women, you get experience, you get knowledge that you can't get from any red pill coach, any dating coach, any PUA. You get the real time experience. So when you date the wrong women, you know exactly what to avoid. You know where to place your focus, and then you find out what to pick when you're ready to pick one.
You know what that made me think of?
Was that
Daddy issues.
what you mean
When you,
from the women perspective?
from the women perspective,
Okay, elaborate.
because that's something that I never dealt with. I know it's popular right now for women to talk about men with daddy issues, but dating women that have daddy issues can affect our relationship as well. When a woman doesn't know how to treat a man or doesn't know what to expect from a man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. I think that would have been a great type. We may need to pin that one because men
The
have
daddy
daddy
issues.
issues too.
Yeah.
They daddy issues just don't look like women daddy issues. But I think, like I said, a person's relationship is usually going to be indicative or reflective of how their relationships are with their parents, how they were with their siblings, their peers growing up. So if you went through life and you really didn't have any type of correction, no accountability, you just kind of skate through, you're going to deal with people in the realm or in a certain reality that what you do has no consequence. So you could just do what you want to do.
Yeah, see that's the thing. Like the correction you were talking about, like like I dealt with a chick, and I was thinking about it, the
Right,
wrong women, right?
right.
So her issue was she was always jealous of her sisters, her brother and sister that were younger than her, and had a resentment to her father because she was mad that her daddy and mama didn't get married, but he went off and married another woman, had kids, and they was raised to be a family. And so that was always reoccurring in our relationship, right?
Mhm.
So the longer and longer we talked, it just resulted in insecurity or like abandonment issues. Like she
Mm.
always thought I was gonna leave,
Yeah.
or it was always another bitch that I was always talking to, or a woman that was catching my eye, or I didn't want to start a family with her. And then like since her daddy wasn't there to protect her from her mama, it was like her mama was overbearing too.
Okay.
So with the mama being gone, she used to always tell me, "Oh, it's just me and my mama. It's just me and my mama." And I can give a thing like she had just bought a house. She asked me to cut the grass. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna cut the grass." Whoop the whoop. She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." Saturday hit. I wake up and it's a nigga in the front yard cutting the grass. Right. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm over here. I'm sleeping here and shit and fucking or whatever. And I woke up like, damn, it's a nigga out there in your yard. So I'm feeling the way because I'm like, damn, you just is you fucking this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's how I felt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so like we got to talking. She was like, well, my mama just insisted on paying the dude that cut her grass to cut mine.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, okay. And it was a recurrent thing with her mama. Like her mama used to tell her stuff and she would just believe it, right?
Right.
So I had a conversation with her, and I'm like, bro, the reason your daddy left is because of your mama, not because you think your dad's a piece of shit.
Mm.
She didn't understand that. She didn't see it. Nothing that I was telling her about her mama that she believed,
Right.
period.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, your mama is the reason your dad left. So we went to the movies. I done least went to the movies, and she wanted me to meet her daddy.
Yeah.
So I met her daddy, and the daddy was like, look, he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey, look."
So yeah, yeah.
He already know. He pulled me to the side and he was like, "Hey, my daughter, she might not be the easiest to deal with."
I got you. He gave you a
And
heads
he
up.
was giving me a heads up.
Yeah.
But in trying to give me a heads up, he really scared of nigga because he let me know what I'm getting into. So I'm like, bro, I don't know if I want to deal with this issue with the mama, her resentment, being jealous of her younger siblings,
Yeah.
think her dad a piece of shit. Because when I met the dude, he seemed cool with me, cool to me. He was easy going, laid back, didn't have no problem. But he just pulled me to the side, like, look, I know how she is. I know how her mama is. I know that her mama can interfere in some things and kind of, basically same thing I'm saying, be
Gotcha.
overbearing or whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the shit was always weird to me. So when that happened, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then boom, out of nowhere, bro, this bitch just went crazy on me. Like
Yeah.
crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dog, nah, I can't do this shit no more. Like you heard the new Kendrick Lamar album?
I ain't heard it yet.
Ah, damn. So it's a song on there, basically. And it's just like a fuck and fight song.
Yeah.
They were, bitch, fuck you. Oh, you ain't shit. Did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck me. Now they fucking at the end of the song.
That toxic man.
Toxic, bro.
And
That's
that's I wanna put some things in context because dating the wrong woman doesn't necessarily mean she's a bad woman. She's just the wrong woman for you. So
nah.
hit
This bitch, she bad, bro.
but I'm gonna give you a different. I think
So you think a woman with that issue, you think she could be better for another man?
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you why. All men don't date all women. If that makes sense, I'm gonna say it like it's certain chicks that I dealt with, but I didn't date them. Like it'll be you come pull up, we kick it, do what we do, and then you go on about your day. That ain't really dating to me. We just kicking it. We just kind of, fucking and playing around or whatever. But when you dating, that's more of a this is more of a vetting process. We need to we trying to align goals, values, and see if this is something that we're gonna do. And if it's effort put in, money, time, that means we see that light at the end of the tunnel. If none of that take place, if you just pull up and smoke pussy, that's what it is. I'm not dating you. So if I date a chick, I'm more so that's an investment
Mhm.
and it's mutual beneficial. We go out, kick it. I pay the bill sometimes. She may pay the bill sometimes, but you got a lot of chicks who they don't know how to date. They just know what they mama and they grandmas and aunties then told them how a man should treat them. You got a lot of women who feel what they said, find a man who love you more than you love him.
Mhm.
Basically saying find you a sucker.
Yeah, yeah, I believe that that is true, and I believe that's what that means. But it just be hard for me to see. Well, I guess if she was to find a sucker, because I will agree, I think she knew that emotionally she was damaged. And the
Exactly.
reason I say that, because after we broke up, she was always talking about how she was in therapy and working on stuff. And even our conversations afterwards were a lot different. The way she talked to me, she was subtle. And it's funny that I dealt with this person, and then you had a person like Kevin Samuels telling women, "Hey, y'all need to go to motherfucking therapy."
Mhm.
And now I'm dealing with a chick, because we were still fucking after we broke up, that's in therapy, and you can clearly see a change, and she's, trying to heal those past wounds.
Mhm.
And it's just hard for me to believe that a man could date her and deal with her. And like I said, I think she knows that she was fucked up,
Mhm.
and she made sure that sex was always good.
That's you. A lot of them have reduced themselves to a sexual. They like I'm gonna use my sex to get whatever I want
Yeah.
until they can't until they get old. You see older chicks in their 40s, then they're pushing 50, still thinking they sexy and look good. I'm like, baby, it's a wrap for you. Like you got to throw in the towel. If you 48 going into 50, you over 40, something like that, and you still think you this sex object, baby, you got some mental problems. But once a man go through so many of these women, as far as like, I can't date that type. I can't date her. I can't date this chick. What it does is you get a summary. You get a good summary of all the type of chicks you have available to you. Because what a lot of men don't understand is that your environment dictate what you have access to. So just like going into a certain mall, uh you go to Bell Harbor in Miami. Ain't nothing but that high end stuff. And you ain't gonna see but high end clients. You're not gonna see no, they're not gonna be shooting doing all that like they do in Lennox or Western Heat. They not doing that in there. So a lot of people, like I said, if you're dealing with a certain caliber of women, you need to ask what type of environment you in and what are you doing to get into the best environment. And you get into the best environment by doing the work, by doing the necessary upkeep and continue to grow. If you don't do that, you're gonna be in that same environment. You're just gonna be you're gonna be dating his ex, or you're gonna be dating that ex. You're just gonna be recycling. So
So what are the different types of bad chicks or wrong chicks are there? Like, so we got a daddy issue now. I talked about a daddy issue. What's another type?
uh let's
What
see.
about
The independent
the
woman.
independent woman? That's one.
The independent
What
woman,
about the addicted to social media?
attention whore. Yeah,
Attention whore.
can't do that one. Independent woman, attention whore. I think I wouldn't say that because we all have some type of issues on a certain level. It's just if we are aware that we have them, are we doing the necessary things to correct? But yeah, definitely independent, attention,
Emotional baggage or emotionally damaged. I guess that
emotional
would be.
damage. So it varies. So because you'll have a chick in their 40s or late 30s, whatever, still dealing with stuff that happened to them when they was 15, 16, 17, 18.
Hmm.
So I would say communication would be also a bad communicator. You got a chick that's not communicating, uh, you'll learn, but like I said, you'll just go through the experience like, okay, I need to date somebody that know how to communicate, that does not need a lot of validation, that does not have her past traumas controlling her, having her operating in a low on a low level. If you get you a chick that's on that type of time, then you can say, okay, this is the right woman. Like I said, dating the wrong women, like I said, you'll get the chicks you get off social media. You'll get the chicks you get at the club. You'll get, these easy wins. See, what we do is the men really don't get to dictate what type of chicks he get. He just get the market set his value on where he at. So if you had the option to get a good caliber of chicks, you gonna say, okay, but every man experience not like that. Some
Hmm.
men, they don't start getting access to chicks. They 24, 25. They out of school. They start maturing. They get into their, career. They, hit the gym because they got all this ample time because they ain't no chicks choosing. So they can't
Hmm.
do nothing but elevate. So now They get into this space where shit, I'm doing the thing, but they green.
Yeah.
They don't know what kind of chicks that's preying on them. Like, look at these NBA players: PJ Washington, Kevin Garnett. It's so many NBA players, NFL players that get divorced a year after they retire. They thinking these chicks really into them. They don't know no better because they've been.
So you think they get retired? You think those women after they retire they like the life or they don't like them being at home as much now?
They like the lifestyle. They because
But why would their lifestyle change? Because the nigga still got the money, or she don't like, or she not going to the games no more.
you tell me she divorced him
Yeah, I'm saying like, what would be the reason for a woman to divorce a man
after he retired.
after he retired?
Yeah, because he at home more. Now I got it. Now I gotta goddamn. I gotta do shit with this guy. I gotta cater to him. He looking for submission because I've been paying your whole. If you pay attention when you get a chance, Google all the NBA players and their divorces and look how youthful the wife looks, no matter how old she is. When you got a Larsa Pippen, Kevin Garnett wife, they hit late 30s, 40s, and they still looking like they 23. You got to know they didn't had a whole 15 to 20 years, 10 years, depending on how long they been married, of stress-free living. They didn't have to get up. They didn't have to go work. They didn't have to pay bills. All they do is go to the gym and keep themselves fine. So now that he retired, she got to cater to him now. She don't
He
know how
put
to.
more pressure on him.
Yeah, so it's more pressure. Like Tom Brady, he know that's why he don't want to go home.
You think so?
He retired, but he finna play another year, and then after that, he finna go to Fox and get them $25 million a year at Fox Sports.
So you think the reason Tom Brady don't want to retire because he don't want to go home with his wife?
And it ain't that. That's just an example of what he done seen.
No, I'm just asking you because, and the reason I say that is because I've worked in plant jobs, just different jobs with men that will say, "Hey, I need to stay at work because I don't want to go home to my wife," and I don't know if that means I need to work to make more money, or she gonna leave me.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if that means I don't want to go home because she a bitch. I want to go home because I don't want to deal with my kids. But I have heard, men say, I would rather be at work than be home with my wife.
My dad used to tell me, he said, dudes to come to work 2 hours early and stay 2 hours late just to avoid going home.
That shit's sad.
And what it is like I said, a lot of times people get in these relationships, they like, all right, I'm in here. I'm gonna just stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna stop going to the gym. I'm gonna stop dreaming. You just settle out and just say, "Oh my, life gonna happen." So if the lifestyle ain't there, as far as if she working heavy, she ain't gonna really be like, unless she doing something she love.
Yeah.
If she doing something she love, you good. But if she just working a job she hate, she ain't happy. So she looking for a savior at this point. Like, damn, I'm waiting on him to come home because this my excitement. This that toxic energy that I get to put out because I want the makeup sex.
Yeah.
I want that angry sex because I need to be punished. They like I forgot I was listening to somebody. I forgot who it was. I think I was listening to Red Supreme. I forgot. Are you familiar with Red Supreme on YouTube?
Nah, I ain't never heard of him.
Yeah, he do some good strings, but this guy said a lot of women they're gluttons for punishment, for pain. Like
I agree.
And they was using Kevin Samuels. Like, well, if Kevin Samuels was using all this hate and telling women, hey, you dating wrong, you doing this wrong, and correcting them and causing all this pain, why would so many women be waiting to call into him if they weren't addicted to the pain? If they weren't addicted to that truth that they know gonna cut deep? The same way when you make a post or anybody make a post, these women come out, they want to hear the truth, but they don't like it. But they like it. Like women are duplicitous. They'll say I don't like they say they want a nice guy. Bullshit.
We know that's a lie though.
Bullshit. They say I want a nice
lie.
guy. I want a God. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Like I posted, it's crazy how y'all have all the motherfucking kids and now y'all want to go to church to find y'all a God-fearing man. That shit wild. Like, damn. Like basically you saying because God in him, he a sucker, he gonna take you on because now you had kids and he believe in forgiveness and all. Cause that's basically what you're saying. So that could be another woman to avoid, or wrong woman is the churchgoer. But we know them some of the biggest freaks.
See, I want to get into some controversial shit with that, and I'm gonna take it there for just a minute. And we'll get back. Like when I listen to black women or women in general say they're Christians, I say at that point I know we can't have no conversation because I know you ain't read the Bible. Because you will sit here and say you're a Christian woman, you go to church. What to call a person like myself, fresh and fit, these guys like that, Kevin Samuels, misogynistic. The Bible, one of the, if not the most misogynistic book ever written in history.
Oh yeah.
one of the most misogynistic books ever written is the Bible. So for a woman to sit up there and tell me she's a devout Christian and all of that, I say you're a fool because I say you're a lie because I know you ain't read that book. If you read that book and saw what they were saying in uh Revelation and Proverbs and other books that's been taken out of the Bible intentionally, your ass will run. Your ass will be running so far away from that church and from that Bible, you will know you'll have smoke on your shoes.
But the thing is, a lot of women go to church just like the dude that made that post that went viral about Kevin Samuels not being able to pay for his funeral and shit like that, which we found that was false. And
Bullshit.
I
Yeah,
I
come on.
believe it was false from the jump because Kevin Samuels is a big name. So and people make fake GoFundMe's all the time.
Right.
But he has a congregation full of women. So he's going to pander to what you got in your congregation because that's what's going to fill the plate up.
Exactly.
So when you got these women that's under these men and it's a congregation full of women, you got to say certain things to make women feel good, to get that emotional response, to get you to put money into play, because we know women are the biggest consumers. So
Oh
they are
yeah.
definitely going to keep going and keep coming to church and keep shouting and keep praising. And you got to understand, the only reason I was going to church was to fuck the bitches.
Man, church ain't nothing but a spiritual shower. You got to chicks will be the done in that. Man, I got so many crazy stories. I had a chick pull up on me right after she left church. I said, "Babe, you finna come? You finna come bust it right after you?" I'm talking about you ain't gonna go home cook dinner. You coming straight from church,
Yeah,
to the crib, like. And then
man,
you look at Jamal like a pastor that had been caught cheating twice to
yeah,
still have a full
twice,
congregation of
twice.
women. I never take nothing they say serious. I
But
never take nothing they say serious.
I got a crazy one in that. I
I know chicks busting it open in church.
yeah, bro. I had one.
In
No
church,
lie, bro. In church, bro.
crazy, bro.
In church, bro. Like no
Crazy.
lie, I was in the ninth grade, bro. I
That's
was
wild, bro.
I was in the ninth grade, bro, and like the way the church was set up, the whole church went open. It was a Wednesday night, and she was liking me, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to church tonight," because you had like a youth church, and everybody was just basically it was basically a youth club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a drop off
Yeah,
babysitting type
right.
shit. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm there, and we getting to running around and shit like that. And she like, "Hey, come up here with me, come upstairs." Nobody upstairs, bro. I'm up there, being out in church, bro.
In
And
church.
she not feeling no type of way. I'm not feeling no type of way. Then the next chick I meet when I was just out there singing, just doing whatever, whoop, whoop, she was like, "Yeah, first date, our very first date." She telling me
Yeah.
all this stuff, telling me how she believe in God, whoop, de whoop, looking for a God fearing man. I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm saying everything she wanted to hear and shit like that, bro. No lie. She was like, we was riding down Center Point Parkway.
East side.
Riding down the parkway, right?
East side rider.
She was like, "Pull over right here. This is my church right here. Don't nobody be out here." I'm like, "You want me to pull over in your church?" I'm like, I'm acting dumb, but I already know what time it is. Why you want me to pull over?
Exactly.
Man, as soon as I pull over, she pulled my pants down, start sucking my dick. She's like, "Oh, let's hop in the back seat." I'm beating the guts out in her church parking lot, bro.
Bro.
So,
Listen.
like I say, like we already know most women be full of shit
Yeah.
when it come to that.
Yeah, that's why I said, like a lot of these arguments and conversation, I refuse to have with them because I know they're not gonna be honest, and I know they're not gonna listen to anything I say that has any logic to it. So, certain conversation is,
You need
you know,
what? Well, go pee pee. Why you coming in here? Go ahead.
but like I said, the conversation the best way to argue have these conversation with women is to not have them, and do if you gonna have it, you got to do it with action, minimal words, all that talking. Like I said, and this was dating the wrong women. Women has taught me, you try to connect with them on a certain level. You can't be weak with your woman. You can't show no weakness. They looking for that because they're weak, so they can't be like he weak. Even though I wanted him to argue with me, I really didn't want him to argue with me because it makes us look like we equals in the relationship.
Experience will always be the best teacher when it comes to dating for men,
Oh yeah,
not for women,
yeah.
but for men, because after a woman been through so much, she more likely damaged goods.
Let's take it there. See, we did dating the wrong women can benefit men, but a lot of women feel that dating the wrong men benefits them. You see a lot of women that came on Kevin Samuels' platform and other platforms talking about, I know what I want now. I didn't deal with these type of guys. I know, no, you don't,
Yeah,
because you
they be
still
lying.
you still hold the spirits of those men that were bad for you. you still hold the energy, you still hold the
They still have a lot of dick dust on them.
and if you got kids, you got a replica of the man you say you hate right in front of you. So,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
we done heard plenty of stories about men growing up saying that mama said, "Hey, I don't like you because you remind me every day of your daddy."
exactly.
We've
And
heard this story time and time out. Like,
yeah.
hey, my mama grew up, she would beat me, throw stuff at me because she would say, "Hey, I remind her of my daddy," and put all this pressure on me. And now I'm shell shocked because every time she walked through, I don't know if she gonna hit me or scream at me or cuss at me. And these are
Mhm.
things that a lot of men don't talk about, but I'm glad we have like a place now where we can have podcasts and like spaces like the Manosphere where men can open up and feel, safe talking about it. The only bad part about it is we still have a lot of weak men that let women infiltrate these spaces too.
The space we need to have a secure space to where it's for men. All right, we like women to support certain things, okay, but it'll be no different than like let's look at racism in America. Like I used to see, you know, white men and women in black spaces, I guess, with the support, which is cool, but I'm like, hey, you know how you can support us? Go talk to your white counterparts.
Yeah.
Don't we good? We gonna handle this, but go talk to them and convince them of the same support that you're trying to show us. Convince them what they doing and what they got going is incorrect versus trying to chill it over here, which in my opinion is not really support. Is let me keep an ear to the streets to see what kind of advantages they talking about
Yeah.
getting, what
Eavesdropping.
kind of financial plan, what kind of economic base they trying to put together to get out the circumstance. Because again, you we the only people on this earth that feel we don't have any enemies. We're very ignorant.
You
We've been
think you
conditioned
think
to
we
be,
feel that way?
huh?
You think we feel that way?
That we don't have enemies.
Black people?
Yeah, because if we did, we'll act like it. I'm gonna tell you how. Uh, you take the lion and hyenas. Lion come into space and the hyenas in there. It's on site, automatic on site. They got it's smoke. It's either smoke or they got to go, or they gonna. And
Yeah.
usually the hyenas gonna retreat unless it's more hyenas and it's a weak a young lioness or a young lion cub.
Or they outnumber them.
If it's the alpha dog, the alpha male in that, they out of there because the alpha male gonna handle 3, 4, 5 hyenas by himself.
Yeah.
So if you look at our history, man, they used to, and people are like me talking about slavery, talking about all that. It's a reality. They used to chop black folks' feet off for trying to run away for freedom. They used to throw babies in the river. That's a lifelong enemy. But well, yeah, they all people they not like that. Man, it's supposed to be on site.
That's how I feel. But at the end of the day, you can say it's on site, but who ran the government and all
I
that
get
other
it. And we in the land, we in their land. So
Yeah.
we still haven't booked like 1804. They was
That
like,
but
hey,
it ain't gonna be no bucket.
yeah, it ain't gonna be none. Cause we been I said this in my video. I ain't posted yet. Imagine if Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Antonio Gates, who's played for the Chargers, 6'8", 280 wide receiver. Imagine if these guys walked around with the mentality of a Huey P. New. But white folks be scared as hell, boy. They'll be shaking if Shaq came in there with that Dr. Khalid Muhammad demeanor. Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
LeBron James, Dwight Howard, the nigga shoulders, he can't even fit through that door. His shoulders so wide.
Yeah.
Imagine if he came, if 40 of them,
Well, let's take it
you
this
see what
way.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's say black people like that, like those men you talk about,
Yeah.
had a breeding form.
You said they had a what now?
A breeding form.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they was fucking
Yeah.
200 bitches and getting 200 bitches pregnant.
Yeah.
And they producing all these men,
These supermen.
men and women.
Supermen and women. Serena Williams.
6'5", 6'9", 7
Exactly.
feet. That
Exactly.
would be scary in itself.
Be very scary. We'll be dominating. But again, you got the Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron. I'm just cool and soft and cuddly. I play and fall on the ground and all that shit for TV. Nah. But I
Yeah.
don't want to get off on that tangent. But I'm just saying we have grown weak as men. You got men that's scared of their women. And
Yeah.
they date
I seen it.
they date women in fear. So you got a man who now the new thing is you see women saying, at the first red flag I see, I'm gone. Or I'm like, babe, you saying this man don't have no room for error, but this how you got here.
Right.
by making all these errors. That's why you got so low of a patient now, because your dating history is sketchy. So again, she'll think that dating the wrong men. Now she know what she wants, so she'll make a statement saying, as soon as I see one red flag, I'm out. But you're gonna be out every day.
Yeah,
Every dude you meet, you're gonna be out.
it's because I was gonna be a red
Cause
flag.
you're gonna be looking to get out. They
I was gonna be a red
they
flag.
they go in a relationship looking for an exit, and men unknowing they'll continue to pursue these same type of women because they're in the same type of environment, saying, you know, I need to take a step back. This environment ain't working for me. You see what I'm saying? It's no different than uh what's the word? Home field advantage.
Hmm.
I like having home field advantage. So a person might play great at home, but trash away.
Yeah.
But I like I said, it's just the environment. Like dudes date the same type of women, they just got different names. You look at some of the circles, same purse, same hair, same
What
phone,
you said, the same uniform.
same
They
uniform.
got
They
the same uniform on.
just got different names.
The same, all of them got the lashes, the makeups, um, the
Baby baby
fingernails,
hairs, all
baby
that.
hairs, same makeup look the same. Shop, all of them shop in the same place. Like it's getting ridiculous. And then now we got to the point where so many women getting surgery, so we don't even know what's
Ah
real and
man,
fake.
it's
So with that
so
being
many.
said, it's a lot that goes into women not separating themselves from other women. And I think that's going to always be a big problem for the women is when men date one, it feel like you didn't dated them all.
Yep.
So that what's going to make a man feel like a woman is a lot more disposable because he can easily like, bitch, I can find 100 of you.
Certain men though, not all. It's 10,
Not
it's
all.
about 10 to 15% of men can really utilize that privilege. Most men ain't gonna get it. They gonna be used for suckers. But a lot of women, they'll be able, they look at men as disposable now.
Yeah,
You
but
did.
the thing is, the only thing is between that is men have to always understand and always know that hey, the reason it's all about timing. Because at the
Absolutely.
end of the day, when time goes on, she gonna have to know that hey, you can't do this by yourself. But a man, we always take on the financial responsibility because that's why you see all these women say, I don't want to go 50-50 with a man. But you paying 100 of the bills now.
That's the dumbest shit I ever seen.
You're
I'm
paying
like,
100% of the bills, but you don't want to split that cost in half. And that's just how illogical they is because
exactly.
my mom used to always tell me this. She like, why would you go in there and make a woman's life easier when she doing everything herself now?
Man, as I grow, like you hear this word simp and beta being thrown around, and it has, you got a lot of people in that red pill space that's trying to get game, but they not really giving it. They not giving it from a logical or a level of experience. Like I said, dealing with one woman, you'll feel like you just said, you'll date one, you'll think you dated them all, but it'll be very hard to get every or majority of the experiences that you can get from a woman out of just one. Because normally,
That's true.
if it
That's
end,
true.
it's gonna end within the first phase, which is 1 to 3 years. You ain't gonna be able to get everything. So when you date multiples and
You
multiples
think
over,
relationships lasting 1 to 3 years?
most relationships fail in the first phase.
I don't think relationships, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
1 to 3 years, most relationships gonna go through a breakup. They may come back,
But
but it's gonna fail.
I don't. And we done heard plenty of stories like this of people who getting pregnant. Most people are pregnant longer than they are in a relationship.
Exactly.
So I don't think people deal with each other longer than 3 months.
Again, see, I'm talking about from like I said, relationship standpoint. Like
Yeah.
I tell you why I get
Well,
this.
I guess if we say, hey, we're in a relationship, this is what we doing
Yeah.
properly. You're
Not
probably
not a
right.
forced relationship, meaning
Okay.
we were just fucking around and we got pregnant, so we just said, "Hey, we just gonna go
Yeah.
and do it." Not
Yeah.
that, not that way,
Okay.
but
Oh,
just
and
in a
not
way.
just fuck buddies and fucking around.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah. And
got you.
then we trying to, all right, we pregnant now. We got to do it the right. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do it. See, women date backwards.
Yeah.
They'll have a baby first and then be looking for a husband and then do it again. Like, babe, what the hell is you doing?
Yeah.
But from the man's perspective, him going through these experiences again, he gonna get a wide summary. He gonna get he gonna see a wide view of everything that come with again these particular women in this environment or this age group or this. socioeconomic background. It's a bunch of different layers to it, but uh, the benefits that you get again when you get your heart broke, it fix your vision. If you get your heart broke the right way, you be like, okay, I got to get on my grind. Especially if it's another guy, if that hypergamy kick in and she get another dude
So
that's better
hold on. It fix your vision for the woman or the man.
for the man.
Okay,
So
but I don't know. I don't know how true that is because I feel like we didn't heard stories about men doing the same shit over and over too, though.
again, you got some that do that, but I'm saying that's why I said for those who understand they
Yeah,
have dated the wrong women. See, a lot of people, you got some men that now they'll tune into a lot of the content.
yeah,
I still get comments on some of my older videos. Um, but so they're looking for answers because it's not an isolated incident. A majority of men are dealing with the same issues from women now.
I agree.
Majority of men are dealing with the same exact issues from their women because majority of the women think and act alike. They got a high mindset, so they do
They've
the
been
same. They've
programmed.
been programmed. That's
Yeah,
why they need circles of women that look and act just like them.
right.
So when you see these women fall out and all of that, somebody then outgrew somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody don't want to grow, so we gonna fall out and go, change friend. Let me get with some other chicks that's gonna uh condone
facilitate
my
my bullshit, basically.
facilitating bullshit.
Yeah,
But going back to what we've been taught about being beta, like now, a man really wants to be in a position where he can provide for his woman. And that go to what we was gonna talk about at first. Uh, Feminine and quote unquote submissive women, they control their men indirectly, but they're women have gotten such a big ego now that they rather do it their way and fail than do it your way and win. Like if I was a man, I told a lady, I said, "Look, baby, I got trained information. I've been studying this. Hey, this what's going on. You need to stand right here for 30 minutes or you're gonna die. This woman ain't ran in 20 years. She'll try her best to run a 40 and a 4 flat. Just to undermine me,
what you said.
just to go against what I said. I said, babe, you're gonna die if you do that. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Go ahead, be my guest. Because
Yeah,
they don't respect
yeah.
men. They don't respect men unless he has a
I don't
certain
think. I don't think. I don't necessarily think it's just men.
they
I
respect each other because they scared of each other. I heard plenty of women say, I ain't about to say nothing to her. You know how she get. Yeah, they
But
scared of each other.
I don't think that's true either.
Man,
I don't, and the reason I say that is we didn't seen a lot of the bitches be shooting each other, fighting late like you, nigga. We didn't seen a lot of that shit. I
but
don't think.
not strangers. I'm talking about they be scared of because see a lot of times like you has a homeboy like, hey, man, you on some bullshit. A chick will see her homegirl on some bullshit. She gonna condone it. She gonna
Or try to
cheerlead,
look the other way like she don't see
but
what's
like
going
she
on.
don't see it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So enemies or strangers, that's different. But people that you around and like they doing some flaw shit or whatever, the chick just gonna look the other way or act like it ain't nothing just to keep the relationship with the chick.
yeah.
Cause she more than likely the same type.
Well, you got a point. Like I said, I just don't know if they do that because they necessarily scared of each other. It's a thing I have to think on a little bit more.
I'm gonna ask you this. What you think? What's the number one thing you think men are doing in their dating life today, or have been doing in their dating life with women? What's the number one thing they've been doing wrong?
Number one thing men do wrong in dating life.
Yeah,
Hell, I don't know. You tell me. I ain't dating no more, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah. I say the number one thing men do is over pursue and over commit. Don't do that. You gotta have
What
some.
over pursuing look like?
Uh, you always available. You always at her
Oh
beck
yeah,
and call.
I
You
ain't never did that shit.
4 date nights in a week and all of
Nah.
this, looking to satisfy her sexual needs every time she jump or every time she say something. Nah, you too available.
See, I
You
didn't know that was a thing because I think when you first, especially when you first dating a female, everybody should know. Well, a lot of men don't know, but everybody should know. You supposed to have a roster. Anytime you meet a new bitch, if you just out there in the field, you supposed to have a roster already. You supposed to have you about 4 or 5 bitches already. So it should be easy. It should be hard for her to be able to get access to you whenever she wants.
Yeah, I think that come with age. As you get older, I say in your 30s, the higher you rise, the less people should have access. Should have access to you. So,
Hmm.
as a man, I don't really look at like now. I'm very picky. Like I'm very, very picky. Like just because a chick throw something at me or say something, flirt, whatever, that don't mean I'm about to bite. You see what I'm saying? So as you get older in age, like you said, you got a lot of men that are older that are still single and they dating, they having hell because they like, damn, I don't know what to do. So they
A
going
older bitch, you don't
overseas.
think an older bitch be harder to date than a younger one?
You want I see when I say dating, dating is like I said, it's a vetting process for something bigger.
I got
So
you, but
so old
do you
she'll be very easy because
older?
yeah, cause I'm gonna tell you why. She already know what she ain't. She already know it's gonna be this or this.
So you don't think she gonna be stuck in her ways if she older?
She might be stuck in a way, but you already see them. You gonna already know it.
But the reason that men want to date younger women is because she more malleable.
Well, those men that want to get married. See, all men don't want to get married. So when we talking about strictly
Okay, so we
dating,
dating. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
older woman, she already know. And you gonna already know, babe. Like, come
So
on, bro.
basically, I'm just dating. So basically, you saying if I'm just trying to smash, you ain't even worried about that type of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of dudes they just go and
Well, I
pump and
guess
dump.
you got a
Yeah,
point.
like I said, for men who want to have a family, they're gonna look for the younger, more fertile, more youthful women because they want to have children. A lot of time, men want to have multiples. Men ain't going to college and getting this debt and buying these homes just to keep her happy. Like, man, I want some kids.
Yeah,
So an older woman, more than like she already had her
yeah,
kids out the house. She gonna be she gonna be hot and ready. It's non-negotiable. She gonna do whatever you want. She pretty much numb in a sense.
right.
She done been through the ringer. The older she get, the more dick she done had, the more sexual experience she done had. So she gonna fit right in the pocket where you need her. But the younger chicks, they're the spicy ones because they got all the options. They gonna be real elusive. A lot of time, the badder the chick is, the harder it is to keep her in that in that rotation because she gonna always have
Somebody else trying to
somebody
get at them.
giving her a better deal than you trying to give her.
Yeah,
She like, man, he talking about this. Hey, I'm gonna give you this right now. See, ain't all is fair in love and war. I agree with that, but if you don't know how to play the game, you best not play it. Or if you're gonna play it, you better play it as safe as you can.
yeah. I got you. I got you. So, what's all the problems that a woman can have if she's dated the wrong man?
Like I said, she got that emotional baggage, those abandonment issues, trust issues,
Kids.
yeah, kids, the time. Because when a woman had children, the way she look at time and the way you look at time, if you don't have kids, is different. So
Hmm.
when she free, every minute counts, and you supposed to be on her time. That'll never work. She need to be on your time.
Right.
So she thinks she gains knowledge and experience and talking, well, I'm well rounded now. I didn't been with this man. I know what I want, and I know I no, you don't. You didn't put useless miles on you, on your brain and on your body. You got a chip on your shoulder that you're trying to correct through any man that's available. Because in a lot of cases, in most cases, I say 90% of the time, if a woman is over the age of, let's say 30, 34, 35, you the fall guy. You're not the guy. You're not the guy that she really want.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying? Because in her youth, she was dealing with the big dog because she was finer. She probably fumbled the bag or whatever happened, he went his other way. But after a certain age, you just a fall guy to a chick,
Yeah.
and she thinks she's going to smooth over everything that happened prior to you getting there by you. You gonna smooth it over. You the clean up man. You gonna fix the wrongs, or you gonna take her mind off of the wrongs that she's still dealing with. A lot of chicks they don't get over shit. They just let it sit, and they become bitter old women, and they die a lonely death. Shout out Kevin
Kevin
Samuels.
Samuels.
Rest in peace. We gonna keep his legacy alive because all he did was attempt
and
to
he
try
did
to say,
and he did not die alone.
yeah.
For the people that like to make
Yeah,
jokes.
they try to make them joke, but
Yeah.
he was favored and had a big audience because he attempted the impossible. That we're gonna try to give you some game on the type of men you say you want, and it was based on statistics. It was like these women talking
It's
about,
crazy. It's just simple. Name a multi-million-dollar nigga that y'all say y'all want, or a $500,000 nigga man that y'all say that y'all can see or know that has married anybody that's overweight or ugly,
and they can't
or
name
just have a whole bunch of kids.
Or just say, well, how many men have you been with that made over 100,000 or 200? They can't name one. So how you want one now then? You just want some
Yeah.
shit that's new and
Yeah.
different.
Oh,
You
you think it's gonna get? Oh, you
yeah.
think it's gonna be different or give you something new?
See the thing about it, like even let's say on my
Because a
journey,
lot of women want stuff they ain't never had, but they fantasize with like off shows like Sex in the City and shit.
TylerPerry.com.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
like
that shit.
you look at like myself and others alike. When you listen to these stories, that's why I love interviews so much. You hear these stories of men having to sleep on the floor in their car, put in hours and hours, failure after failure, no after no. You're gonna get a certain level of ambition and resilience when you start to when you get to that success. You know what you didn't put in to get there. You ain't gonna let nobody play with it. So you're gonna have a slight level of narcissism and arrogance because you're not gonna I had to be this way to get here.
Yeah.
I couldn't get here being docile. And you know what I noticed? The ones that's in the community that everybody love, they should stay right there. They don't do nothing. Think about it. They don't do nothing. They just liked.
Yeah.
But the ones that's hated, the one that's always talked about, they rise to the top. They
Mm.
rise to the top.
But I don't think you should, as a man, you should be worried about people like you. I know a lot of people do, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't, but they say your reputation. You want a good reputation, but I want a reputation for being consistent. See, a lot of people think that you supposed to, if you now people so fickle, you goddamn step right when they think you should have stepped left. He on the bullshit. Like, damn, like
Yeah.
it's gonna be room for error, but women try to get these men not knowing or understanding what type of mentality these men have at this level versus when they had an opportunity to get with them at this level. We
Yeah.
could have grew together, but now that I'm here, I ain't taking no shit.
Right.
Cause when I was here, you treated me like I was this and this. Now all of a sudden you about to give me the best you. No, you're not. You can't give me your best you because you
Question.
gave it to somebody else.
A female pass on you at 17, 18, and you the big dog at 35. You gonna do baxes?
No,
Me neither.
nah.
I said I would, but then to just be honest, me at my age, most of the women that was fine back then ain't none of them fine now.
No, no.
Nothing like I can't think of one female that right now still had the same body. They ain't got no kids. I ain't seen them post like three different niggas on their pages and
Yeah.
say this my dude. I'm a fiance. I'm getting engaged and never get married. Or it's some that's married. Like it's not one female that I can think of
Yeah.
from high school, from college, that I can be like, damn, this bitch still fine. Like I'm trying to go through my head. I can't think. It might be one. I might be one.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It may be a one or two exception, but for the most part, women go through life on easy.
Yeah.
They think they gonna stay fine. And I said, look. I said, babe, you 24 years old, babe. You got a bill belly. How you got a bill belly at 24, 23? You
Bruh,
supposed to be around here prancing around, having your way, and attaching yourself and putting yourself in an environment
bruh,
where quality men are going to provide and protect you from your damn self, not
bruh.
from the world, but from your own self.
Me and my wife was talking about this the other day. We was at Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah,
And it was a bunch of girls outside. And I was like, why the fuck they bodies look so loose? Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Like when we were growing up, bitches had tight bodies. Like, you know what I'm saying? We probably was the last era
yeah.
of women just in school, high school, and they were still slim, fine, little waist, fat ass, but all of them was like big, super huge titties and round.
I'm
Like it's like I don't know if it's the food.
it's
I
the
don't know if they
food.
don't work out.
I'm gonna touch on that. I'm not to cut you off. It's the food. I'm gonna tell you why. If you get on Instagram and Facebook, you know they got these fetish channels. They got these pimple poppers channel, right?
I
And
watched
and
them. I
and
ain't
it-
gonna lie to
I
you.
do too because
Yeah,
it's fascinating.
yeah.
And they got dental too. They show the tart in them. They show all
Now
of
the
this.
teeth, I can't watch the
Yeah,
teeth. I
but
don't
if
like
you
to see it.
notice when you got pimples and a lot of bad acne, that's from the food that you're eating.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, you motherfucker got all this bad ass shit like a milkshake coming out his face. I'm like, damn. So
Yeah.
what you saying makes sense. You look at the childhood obesity now. Did you know Spelman got rid of their athletic department to put all the money in like health and wellness? Did you know that?
I ain't know that.
I think they took a big chunk from I want to say the athletic department to putting it
Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
all the women
Cause
was
the
coming
lady,
obese.
cause the lady had got a lot of backlash about that because she
Yeah.
was saying they were big as hell.
Yes.
She damn sure that was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Women been
Yeah,
fed a lot. They think I said, babe, you ain't gonna be fine, babe. You got to do the work. You can't eat all this bullshit. I'm looking, I was like, babe, you 22. Like when I was working in the call centers and stuff, I'm like, how you this young and looking like you goddamn 40?
yeah.
Like,
They body look like it's falling off their bones and shit. Like, why your shit so droopy this early in life? Like, you ain't even been through shit.
man,
That's the crazy part. Well, I'm gonna say this too. A lot of them, a lot of them have weight issues. You know how you watch My 600 Pound Life,
I done seen a few clips on there. Yeah.
and if you ever listen to their backstories, a lot of them been fucked with as a kid too,
Yeah.
and they cope with eating
Self-medicating through food.
right. Other shit, I don't know, just letting themselves go. And we starting to see now that hell, so many of these people, kids, they ain't just girls, but kids in general. But I think boys cope differently than women do.
Mhm.
And so it's like we see a lot of these women coping with food, and now they're just getting big as hell because they eat
But you know what that is? That's why they call it the FDA, food,
food
drug.
and drug. Yeah,
Drugs ain't the food. That's what making some dick. They say cheese ain't even a real food.
no, it's not.
It got a chem. That's why it's so addictive. You know, I said they ain't put cheese on that. Like
It's
people like,
got it's got stuff in it that attacks your brain.
yeah.
That's why it's addiction.
I said, you putting cheese on a chicken sandwich? You putting cheese on a hot dog?
And cheese be good though,
It be good as hell.
but it
I
ain't
can't lie.
good for
But it
you.
ain't good for you. I'm like, man,
No.
you gonna put I seen a person put cheese on a honey bun.
I seen it, but I ain't never
I
tried it. You ever
said,
tried it?
never. I said,
Uh-uh.
what? I said, you put cheese on that? Like, I seen people trying to put cheese on Chinese food. I said, man, cheese don't
Nah,
go on Chinese
Chinese
food.
food.
Like,
Hell no.
no. But they get addicted to the taste of the different endorphins being. It's a whole bunch of shit, and they just overdo it. And they got people that's enabling it because food is damn the equivalent to an iPad for a baby.
Yeah.
You
That
got
shit is
goddamn.
ridiculous.
I said, baby, that baby ain't no but 8 months years old. Why the fuck you got an iPad in his face already?
Yeah.
He can barely walk and hold his own head
And
up. You got an
you
app.
know it's addicted because hell, adults be addicted to it.
Exactly. And it's a this is something I'm gonna use to where I don't have to parent right now. Hey, here,
Yeah.
play the iPad, get the hell out of my face while I scroll Facebook and Instagram for the next 4 hours.
Right.
Versus teaching you some math, uh, working on your reading, working on your comprehension, knowing what you read. You know what I learned? If you look at Facebook, you see all these arguments and stuff in comments. You know how people get into it and have arguments and shit. They don't know the definition of words. The first
Cause
sign of a bad communicator is not having a
right,
vocabulary and knowing the definition
right.
of words.
Cause that happens a lot.
I said,
Bro, that happens a lot under my posts.
I know. I watch everything. I watch
Bro, that
everything.
happens a lot. Like one thing, this is way off topic, but shit, fuck it. I hate Facebook therapists.
That's why I stopped posting on the. It's a waste of
Bruh,
time,
the way bitches throw the word narcissist around now.
man.
Bruh, the way bitches throw the word narcissist around.
They get a new word every year. It's gonna be one next year.
You know what the word was before that was they have an argument, and then as soon as they think they prove that point.
Little dick
But
energy.
no. But I digress. You remember niggas used to say that a
Oh
lot
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And
Because I used to say that. Yeah,
but I digress because you
yeah,
used to think you drop the gem, and now you don't want to. You already said what you wanted to say though.
man. I said, babe, you can't know what these words mean because
They don't.
I just stated pure facts, and I didn't attack you personally. How you offended by this? I said, what's wrong with you, man? That's why, like I said, certain conversations you got to have with actions.
Yeah.
You got like, look, I get it, but you're right. But we about to do this. I used to spend a lot of time like them arguments. They cool because you get the bun, makeup, all the lovey dovey, hot, the little warm, fuzzy feeling. I get that, but after a while, that shit is destructive because you be so caught up in trying to, all right, shit, that felt good. I want to argue some more.
Yeah.
So next time she come to argue me, you ready to go now. So now it's even more toxic because I don't believe couples they start out. I be listening to couples like y'all used to be fighting and like what? I used to see this. I'm seeing dude, him and the girl fight. I'm like, a woman can't make me mad enough to put my hands on. I'm just gonna leave.
Bruh.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not about to go to jail
That
for
shit
you.
toxic. And I don't know my homeboy, he probably gonna see this. But he's dating a female, and she told him if he don't beat her ass, he don't love her.
I done heard some chicks say this.
That shit is wild as fuck. And he used to literally beat her ass.
It's just
And
crazy.
I'm like, bruh, she not the sick one, my nigga.
Yeah.
She not the sick one. And I had to tell him that. He was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Bro, you keep acting like you bigger than this shit, but you actually doing this shit. Are you lying? You lying to yourself."
In 2022, it
Hold
is.
on,
Oh,
hold on.
oh good.
You see, I'm doing something. You wanna come sit down? Come on, come sit down. You wanna come sit down while we talk? You wanna sit down while we talk? You wanna sit down? You wanna hug and kiss? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, go to bed.
But yeah, man. We was talking about
Shit, I forgot. Fuck.
well, oh, you was talking about the words that the new words.
Oh,
Then we went to damn, what was talking about? Oh yeah, the girl wanted to be hit on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So she was, bruh. Talk about black eyes. And this nigga's a professional boxer.
Oh nah, nah,
Professional.
nah. We're not going with that.
I'm
Cause
like, bro, what the fuck?
oh
And
yeah, that's what I was saying. In 2022, isn't men and women with all the advancements, life is easy. It is no way we supposed to be in any type of conflict with one another. No, it's no way.
but have we had advancements for relationships?
We didn't. We had them. We just didn't apply them.
Like what?
Uh, let's say information. Like when I started going when I started
We
seeing
hold on. We've had information for a long time.
we had it, but the access, the ease of access has been for a good minute for the
I'm a,
last 10 years.
but I'm gonna say this: we have information and access, but you got to understand that conversation about actual working together and relationships are now at our fingertips because there was never a time I can think of growing up where you had books that were just giving game about how to deal with men and women relationships that were on a large scale for people to digest like that. But now we got YouTube. That's the advancement, that's the
Mm-hmm.
technology, and
Mm-hmm.
I agree. But it's at the same time, it's still fairly new
Yeah.
for us to understand because the thing is technology to me is the worst thing that we have because you should be able to get on a Facebook, even though social, I don't think you should believe what you see all the time on social media, but you can get a gauge and a temperature check of what the fuck people talking about, how people feel, and what people think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, since people can have that temperature check and that gauge check and see what's going on, you would think it would be a lot easier. So you got to think, just 60 years ago, women couldn't even vote.
That's true. Now, I do want to touch on that because prior to the civil rights movement, black marriages were like 80%. Like,
But that's why, and what you get more technology. Just think about
yeah,
simply. Just think about this simply with technology.
yeah,
Contraceptives alone. When you have women, when you say women, you could be free. You're liberated. You can do what you want to do. You're not under the oppression of men and the rule of thumb. So you could do what the fuck you want to do. But you also know that comes with a lot of consequences. Now I gotta have welfare because I know that I'm telling women they can fuck off like they want to and tell them they can do what the fuck they want to do.
mm-hmm.
And then I know there's gonna be an increase in pregnancy, fucked up homes, single parenting.
It's
Uh
engineered. Yeah,
right. So
intelligent.
even with the technology, it actually has separated us more into understanding just basic principles, just something simple as saying to a woman now, hey, it probably would be better if you married a man before you had a baby. That's offensive.
They gonna think you said go to hell if you say that.
Right, bruh, that shit is that's simple. My
Yeah.
nigga, that's the simplest shit and the best advice you can give a woman when it comes to dating to know if a man's serious. Because most men, if they decide to marry a woman, he's taking her serious, he respects her, he respects you enough to call you his woman, he think you're some kind of caliber of woman to marry you, then have a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird that you say that. And then now the biggest thing in the topic now is abortion.
Right.
Is another form of contraceptives.
Roe v. Wade.
Technology, right?
Right.
Because before, like I said, if you go back 100 years, you couldn't tell a woman, "Hey, I'm gonna kill my kid." They'll look at you crazy.
Yeah. I think you're right. Technology has created a divide,
Te-
but I think it's the way we've been taught to use it. Again, a lot of misinformation, a lot of infiltration, subtle and what I say covertly and overtly uh what's the word, not implement, but infiltrating. Like let's look at sports, high school sports, where you see a lot of females play basketball. They end up going a lesbian lifestyle
right.
versus a heterosexual lifestyle. Or you got now these agendas that come out and say, well, this person look like they may be dealing with this. So I create a space where people can come out and, you know, it's supposed to be a safe space, but this really a space for predators. You seen Dwayne Wade's son at the Pride weekend in Miami. It's grown adults out there, men,
Naked and shit.
naked, walking other men around with chains on. Why you got this 11-year-old boy out here? But
But
in this mind, he think it's a support group,
right.
but it's a predator group.
See, that's a conversation we need to have later because
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I want to have a conversation about we not really having conversations about mental health.
nah,
We go with the designer topics, the
yeah,
designer mental health,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
narcissist.
yeah,
That's designer. That shit sounds cool to talk about now.
yeah,
But if we talk about the shit that go on like the LGBTQ, IA, whatever other letters,
yeah,
that's actually like for instance, I heard psychologists, like I get on YouTube, psychologists talk about how if I tell this person that thinks they're trans that they're dealing with like schizophrenia, multiple person syndrome, all of this other shit,
yeah,
but I'm supposed to facilitate this woman, I mean this woman, a man, whatever they're supposed to be, I'm supposed to just facilitate them and just let them lay in their bullshit.
yeah. We yes men. We don't, like I said. That's why, like I said, the truth is offensive. When you get to a place where the truth it becomes
Bro, that
offensive, you know we in trouble, and that speaks to the mental health of a person. If you offended by the truth, you got some mental problems. You got some mental issues.
I would probably say a good 75% of people have mental problems
Yeah,
easily.
yeah,
And social media exacerbated that shit. Like
yeah.
it's made it worse. It just blew it out of the water. So it's like, bro, like even when you say technology is cool, but when we talking about just relationships, keeping family together and stuff like that,
Mhm.
it's definitely separate. Just think about like when you say technology. Now you can go online and see any bitch you want naked.
Anyone.
Niggas, it's crazy to me. Porn been around for a long time now.
Yeah,
For got a good 30, 40 years of porn,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
How the hell is men still addicted to porn?
Man, they not addicted. They addicted to the feeling that their body gets. What I think, like you were just thinking about, you got porn, but you got men paying for OnlyFans.
But
That is the dumbest shit ever.
but at the same time, but no, it's not dumb.
That shit
It's not
dumb,
dumb because
man.
no, because at the same time, that's not it. Porn and who you want to see is the difference.
I get it, but the chicks on OnlyFans doing porn.
They're doing porn, but I don't fucking have Bad Baby on my on porn.
I
I gotta
got you.
go to her OnlyFans.
I can see that, but
If and we got as men, sometimes we have fantasies and shit. And sometimes the closest thing you can get to that bitch it would be an OnlyFans.
that shit's terrible. That goes to show, you know, where we are in the dating pool, in the dating era now. You got a lot of people who are men, I would say, that they don't look at dating as a it's not a it's not it's unnecessary. It's only you
Right.
if you take 100 men and say, man, and you question 100 men, about 15 of them are dating women on a consistent basis. The rest of them like, what I'm gonna date for? I can get on OnlyFans, I get on porn site,
Technology
technology.
once again
Yeah,
separating people and ruining it.
yeah.
So, like I said, it's not, like technology has never been in a place to where it wanted to cultivate actual families and bring people together and we don't it gets this to the point now where You have a Elon Musk having to buy a Twitter because they cancel certain way people think instead of
Mhm,
basically debating. If you feel like somebody has something dumb to say,
mhm.
have a space where they can debate and let people decide on who's saying something real.
Yeah,
You had so many doctors that said other stuff when it came to the COVID-19, but you only wanted one narrative push when it came to that. Why is that?
exactly. That bullshit. That's a whole nother topic. But all of that to say that to kind of bring it back to what we was talking about initially, which was dating the wrong women. It also exposes you to technology. Well, let's say a chick will get a guy, he was kind of private. She'll want to put him on social media. Hey, babe, let's take a picture. Let's put it on Snap. Let's put it on Instagram. So now a man that wasn't really engaging in social media on a certain trajectory, now he got exposed to it because of his chick wanting
Right,
to look a certain way. Now he all on social media. Now he, a relationship that would have been fruitful if it would have stayed the way it was, now in the toilet.
right.
So, but yeah, men and women dating practices, you got different outcomes and different benefits for the man as far as the woman. The woman, you really can't get no benefits dating the wrong man multiple times, because that's that at that point that's your type. That's what you like. We can easily adjust our type. A lot of women, they may settle for a certain guy, but they're still gonna hold a attraction for that imprint, that guy that was, emotionally triggering, had the look, had the demeanor, had the speech, had that energy that they want.
Hmm.
She gonna always want that, no matter what she tell you. She
Yeah,
gonna
the
always
man
want
that
that.
hit that euphoric state.
Yeah, they gonna always want that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But it's getting late, y'all. Like I said, if y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. On Facebook, y'all make sure y'all go and hit a follow and share this video. Anything you want to tell them? The Date Master.
Yes, sir. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, The Date Master, YouTube. Follow my Instagram. Got some things cooking, man. Like I said, I'm gonna keep him on the content. We got, we do our thing outside of the content. But like I said, just a message to men, black men in particular. The time is now. Evolution is a choice. If you want to be some, if you got to look on what you want to look like from a physical, definitely get in the gym. Get in the gym, do it every day. Don't do no 3-4 days a week. Do some every day. Hit some every day. Make that shit hurt every day. Ain't no off day or I'm ready. Nah, every day. Whatever, and that's whatever you're doing, your grind, your craft, your purpose, every day. You don't go no day without touching it. And if you want to date women, you got to date women that understand what that grind look like and how they fit into that. You're being pulled a chicken to your mix, and she not compatible with what you trying to do or your goals. So you're gonna derail your goals just to make sure this chick in your life. So you'll have a chick in your life, which is temporary because your goals ain't there. If you think you're gonna have a chick present where there are no goals or results of goals, you're a fool. But yeah, that's all I got.
I wish I knew how to do the applause on that bitch. Yeah, I gotta get the
I
card back over
appreciate it. Yeah.
there.
But yeah,
But
man, you gotta stay focused, man. Like I said, if she don't fit in your plan, she can derail your goals, bro. Don't choose wisely and choose carefully. All right. Be patient.
yeah, what he said, and I agree.
Yeah.
So we out. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.